Hey, what's up everyone? So I haven't been able to do an Academy video until now. I got hit with COVID for like the last 2 weeks again, and this time was way worse than the first time I've had it back in February. I had a fever, just couldn't break it. I couldn't really like shake this one like I did the last time around. But yeah, hopefully I'm pretty much on the mend now, and I do have a little bit of an issue with like my right eye. I went to the ophthalmologist, and they're gonna be like be running some tests and stuff like that, kind of like see what's going on and everything. But it seems to be like some sort of like post COVID type of thing, and hopefully it doesn't have too much of something serious going on. But we'll figure all that out later on. But yeah, I wanted to get into these Academy videos. I was pumped on them before I got COVID, and then like as soon as I was filming and everything, about to get ready to do them, yeah, I got hit with that. So sorry about that. We're back to trying to get these things filmed and everything. And today I want to go over basically one of the main things that I think is important in when you are filming any sort of cinematic chase stuff, because for the most part, to be honest, like most of the stuff we do for commercial shoots and everything usually involves chasing something. And one of the first main topics I want to talk about, and it's the thing I practice the most, and that is centering your subject in frame and keeping them in frame. And I just want to go over some of the things, like my thought process of what I do while I'm filming basically like a scene or anything that I have to be chasing somebody. And I'm going to use this drift scene that I filmed a few months back and everything, and it's a very good example of what I do, and like basically like my mindset of centering a car when I'm doing this, because this was just a fun one-shot take. After we actually filmed everything, I didn't know what the driver was going to be doing, and I had no idea. It was just basically we were doing it for fun. It's just like an extra take, so it wasn't like we had a set like in and out shot or anything that I knew what to predict, like how he was driving. So it really used all my abilities for centering the shot. And yeah, let me walk you through that now. All right, so here is the scene right here. This is over at Willow Springs, out in LA County. And yeah, so he's pretty much just driving down the track, getting some speed. And one thing I want to notice, if I pause this right here, so I'm shooting this in 16:9. A lot of times, sometimes I shoot in 4:3 on the GoPros, just so I could get a little bit of more up and down room, in case like the subject's going a little bit below or above. And I do that a lot with the motocross guys, just because they're going like off jumps and up in the air. But with the drift car, if I kept the track pretty much in the center of my frame of which I was looking at, then I knew, I wasn't going to really lose them to the top or bottom. And if you could see here, I'll hit play. I like to keep them in the left side of my frame, because the track is pretty much always going like towards the right side. So every time he hits the gas and like drifts in, he's going to be drifting towards the center of my frame. So see how the track's moving to the left, and then it moves to the right. I push him back on the left side of my frame, and just so on. So I go back and forth, and you can see he's getting speed here. I'm going to pause it again. So I know this track that it has a big straightaway here, and I was going to lose him out of frame. He's going to gas it. I can't go that fast to keep up with him. And basically, usually in this instance, what I do, I go pull out really high up for a high wide shot. And you'll see here, I get really, really high. I get a nice little like sunset shot, but he's still kind of coming into the center of the frame because I knew the track's going to the right. So as he's going in the center of the frame, see, I push him over to the left again so I can meet him back into the center over here. And basically what I'm going to do here, you're going to see something I do quite a bit, is where I basically like reveal him in frame so I could start this over again. So I'm going to pause it here. You can see, so if you're somebody that's like editing this or something later and you want to cut this up, what I normally will do is like I'll do a little flip like this to where I know he's going to come into my shot, and I'll be able to reveal him into the frame right here. And then it kind of just starts like a new scene on the same with the one cut. So I kind of wanted to get close here, and I did a little wrap around because I had to scrub my speed. Let me back that up a little bit. So I knew the track was turning right here, and I wanted to get a close-up, but I couldn't quite get it there because of my speed. It didn't like push me as far over as I wanted to, so I did that little turn to scrub the speed, and then right here I could see how he's throwing out to the right. It's a straightaway, and he started moving to the right. And so I figured he was going to do something like, I didn't know if he was going to start fishtailing or what, but he ends up doing like a little 360. And since I already had that motion of anticipating him moving, I was able to keep him centered in the frame there the whole time. But yeah, that kind of gives you like a little bit of like an idea of how I center everything in the frame. I like to play with the objects, keeping them to the left side of the frame, and just always moving them, like letting them move into the center of my frame. That pretty much is what keeps me framed with everything. Alright, so hopefully that helps explain basically my mindset on what I'm doing to keep my subject in frame while I'm flying. And it's something, there's some pilot ability that's in there. That's why I go out and I practice constantly all the time. I pick a subject out, whether it's like a little bush or like a stop sign or something, and I circle around it both directions, flip over it, do all these things, and just try and keep it in the center of my frame. So that way when I go out and it's like go time and you're filming a commercial or whatever you're trying to do, you take a lot more stress off yourself knowing how to keep the subject just flowing into your frame a lot better. So, if it's on the left side and he's coming in, he'll come into the center of the shot, and you're not always doing this like catch up with the drone, and kind of seems like the drone's always, like it's in attack mode, trying to keep the subject in the frame. If you put yourself in the right position, the subject will always be there. Takes a lot less stress off of everything, and I hope that helps you guys understand how I do it a little bit more. But if you guys have any questions on something that you guys might be struggling with or anything like that, leave me a comment. I'll get to it. I'll make a video on it. If you guys like these type of videos, leave me a comment about that. Give me a thumbs up. And yeah, I got some more topics I want to go through, and I'll be making more of these. So you guys have a good one. Stay healthy. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.